Hello everybody, my name is Jamie Paez and I will be bringing you the rounding third base news. Starting off, we would like to have a few introductions. There are a few new members to our league this year, Beyond the Box and It Burns When I Peavy. Now, getting into some other side of the news, my boyfriend's a pitcher, in first place again. What's that all about? It's the first day. How does this happen? We got to do something about this, folks. Now, I leave it up to you to take care of your team this year so we do not see my boyfriend's a pitcher at the top again. Now, what I would like to do is I would like to go over some of our draft results. And I would like to start off by going over some of the best late round pickups by all the teams. We're starting off with my boyfriend's a pitcher, of course, who is last year's champion. Colton Wong, got him in the 35th round. Wow. This guy could be great, but we'll see how that works out. And of course, Nick Castellanos, one of the top prospects this year, playing for the first time. Very highly rated, got him in the 25th round. We'll move over to Gaelic Storm. Now, Gaelic Storm was last year's draft champion. He drafted guys like Gene Segura in the late rounds and turned out to have a phenomenal draft. Didn't even have to make very many moves because his team was that good. Now this year, he ended up picking up Joaquim Soria in the 27th round, who ended up getting the closing job. Good for him. And he picked up Anthony Rendon in the 22nd round. How does he do it every year? And then we'll go to Handshot First. Handshot First picked up Adam LaRoche in the 32nd round. Picked up Adam LaRoche in the 32nd round. Great pickup. Could have a great year. Maybe not, but we'll see. And then, of course, he picked up Henry Rollins. Now, Henry Rollins was great back in 1995, but for a shortstop, it's a great pickup in the 27th round. Now we'll move over to the Big Latin Machine. Big Latin Machine picked up Johnny Peralta in the 29th round. For a shortstop, I would say that is a pretty solid pickup. And of course, he picked up Corey Hart in the 24th and Josh Reddick in the 25th. Both solid players, assuming that Corey Hart will play this year, so we'll see how that works out. Now, Beyond the Box, one of our newest league members, picked up Alejandro de Aza in the 29th round. Boy, I wish I had him on my team. 29th round, that's great. And she picked up Kelly Johnson, who did get the starting job for the New York Yankees in the 29th round. Could pose to be a very, very good pickup. Stormtroopers. Stormtroopers picked up one of my favorites from last year, a man named Junior Lake. Got him in the 34th round. And he also picked up Rex Brothers in the 30th round. The 20th round. Not bad for getting a closer in the 20th round, so I say kudos to you for doing that. Now, I'm a really good fister. No, that's a team. I'm a really good fister. Picked up D. Gordon in the 29th round. Could be good, could be bad. We'll see. Also picked up Melky Cabrera in the 33rd round. Let's see how he does without the juice. But at the same time, I believe Fister felt obligated to pick up Melky Cabrera because he had to have the whole Cabrera family safely on his team, which now he does. And It Burns When I Peavy picks up Adam Dunn in the 28th round. Probably going to kill your batting average, but if you need home runs, he's your guy. And he also picked up Jonathan Villar in the 21st round. Solid pickup. Now, D's Knockers. D's Knockers picked up Jake Peavy in the 23rd round. Pretty good pickup for a pretty good pitcher. Let's hope he stays healthy for D's Knockers' sake. And Howie Kendrick in the 26th round. Wow. Howie Kendrick, I said. Let me repeat that. Howie Kendrick in the 26th round. What were you people doing? Why did you not pick him up earlier? That's a steal. Howie Kendrick, 26th round. So that's that with these knockers. And then, of course, no crying in baseball. Now, I have declared no crying in baseball as this year's draft champion. No crying in baseball did a phenomenal job drafting this year. And she must have really done her homework because she got guys like Yan Gomes in the 33rd round. This guy can have a monster year, and she got him late. James Loney in the 32nd round. Had a pretty good year last year. And then, of course, she picked up Eric Ibar in the 25th round. All solid players. Now, let's divert some of our attention to some of the early round blunders and mishaps, where somebody may have picked somebody up too early, or maybe the player just got hurt. So let's break those down by teams. Now we're going to start off with My Boyfriend's a Pitcher. Now, My Boyfriend's a Pitcher's draft was pretty much flawless as usual, which is why we collectively don't like him. But needless to say, he is amazing, and he could draft, and he knows what he's doing, so look out for him this year. But he did take Hosmer in the 4th round. So I love Eric Hosmer, and I think the only reason why I'm mad that he took him in the 4th round was because I was going to take him in the 5th round. So enough said about that. Gallic Storm, flawless again. Every player he picked was solid, but sorry about Jerkson Profar. These things happen. And Hand Shot First. Oh, let's talk about Hand Shot First. He should change his name to Hand Shot All His Players. Let's see. Clayton Kershaw. Hurt. Ouch. Aroldis Chapman. Ugh. 3 months. 3 months. I don't know what I'm going to do as a Reds fan, but that hurts. And Manny Machado. Now, he was hurt last year at the end, so it was kind of a gamble taking him, but if he's healthy, he's a stud. And, of course, Shane Victorino. Now, these guys are all on Hand Shot First team, so if you like a player, let's hope he's not on Hand Shot's first team, because looks like he'll get hurt. Now, the Big Latin Machine. Oh, man, what can I say about his team? But he must have had his team just handed down to him from God. That's all I can really say about that. And Beyond the Box. We're going to go easy on Beyond the Box this year because it is her first year doing this. And we believe that she will prevail as a threat this year in the league. But I would have to say that Justin Upton, 3rd round. Oh. But he can be good, but I hope for her sake he has a good year. Stormtroopers. I know we all love Matt Kemp, but the guy just can't stay healthy. And I wouldn't worry too much about you, Darvish, because, you know, he'll be back and he'll be dominating the league like he does. The guy's amazing. And also, to his credit, I do believe that Stormtroopers does have one of the greatest pitchers that I've ever seen in Jose Fernandez. I mean, the guy plays for a terrible team. And he pretty much will lose the game because the Marlins just aren't a good team. But he can hold down his own. He basically can credit wins for the Marlins by himself. So I'm a big fan of Jose Fernandez, and kudos to you for having him. Now, let's talk about Fister. I'm a really good Fister. What can I say about you, Fister? Fister. Closers. Is that all you do is draft closers? I mean, don't get me wrong. You have the best closer in the game right now in Craig Kimbrell. I mean, the guy's strikeouts per 9 are absolutely insane. But taking him in the 4th round? We'll see how it works out. Now, you also took Greg Holland in the 6th round. Maybe a little early. You probably could have got him a round or 2 later, possibly. But then it's just a stream of closers after that. So I'm pretty sure that nobody's going to lead the league in closers the way Fister is going to lead the league in closers. So that's that about I'm a really good fister. Now let's go over to a Burns One Eye PV. Now, the real big question is, he takes Chris Davis first. Now, can Chris Davis repeat his amazing year last year? Records show that in the past, no, he can't. Everybody has a good year, but the good players are the ones that repeat it every year, like the Miguel Cabreras of the world and the Mike Trouts. But Chris Davis, he's getting up there in years, and is he really going to hold his own? We'll have to see. So if he has a good year, then great pick for you, but we'll see. And then, I'm sorry about Jose Reyes getting hurt and all, but, I mean, the guy pulls his hamstring just getting out of bed. Now, let's go over to D's Knockers. D's Knockers, wow, pretty good draft all around, solid. Now, the only thing we're concerned about is will Hanley Ramirez play a full year? That's the only real question about his team, but pretty flawless nonetheless. Now, no crying in baseball. Not a single thing I could say wrong about her draft. From beginning to end, just a great all-around cast of players. So we're looking at a real contender this year. Now, going on to some other lighter side of the news, I would like to mention that Team D's Knockers actually picked up players. This is amazing. From the year before, we didn't even know he was in the league, but now he's picking up players. Maybe he'll be a contender. I mean, probably has something to do with the fact that he has a really good team this year, and he should be making moves and making trades, as I encourage everybody to do in this league, because trading is important, because you need to capitalize on the categories in order to win. Very simple. And now we're going to go over to closers. Closers. Now, as I mentioned before, I'm a really good fister, has capitalized on the closers, but closers do get hurt, and they come and they go, and they lose their jobs, and it's just a really rough road for closers, just in general. But I would like to mention to you that if you were looking for any closers out there, guess what? They're gone! My boyfriend's the pitcher, and Big Latin Machine took them all. There's no closers left out there. So you got to really pay close attention to see if any closer goes down, because if you don't, I can guarantee you one of those two will grab them. So, closers, gone. And just a few more things before we wrap up here. Hand shot first. Like to say, we hope you don't forget about us again this year. We want you to be around all year long. So let's see if he competes all year or if he forgets that we're his close personal family and friends. Because we love him. We really do. We love him and we want to see him right there till the end. And besides, if you lose this year, you have a lot to lose, because you can lose an extra $100, which nobody wants to do that. And to conclude our broadcast, I will be posting a Why Do We Hate Mike Mainville blog. Now, in this blog, I will be asking our fellow teammates, why do we hate Mike Mainville? Is it because he's so good? Is it because he grabs those guys before we have a chance to? Is it because he wins every year? Or maybe it's because he's cocky about it and he knows he wins every year, and he can post stuff out there saying he wins every year. And he holds our most precious, precious, precious trophy. And we need to make that into something new. We need to have a new champion. We need to crown a new champion this year. So even if it's the slightest thing as to why you hate Mike Mainville, because maybe you just don't like him, but maybe you just don't like that he wins. But whatever the reason is, please post a response. And please post a response about this year, the last year, the year before. Just make it interesting. Tell us why, because we want to know. We really, really want to know why we hate Mike Mainville. Well, that concludes this episode of Rounding First Base Sportscast. And